Alright guys, back in the Cobra. Welcome to today's video. This is my third one in a row in terms of filming this today. Trying to stockpile the content. So welcome to the channel if this is your first time viewing it. My name is Evan and this is my 03 Cobra. And I'm just trying to stockpile content for the winter. So we are going to try to go find one more location to take pictures. I've used like all the spots I could think of, so we're just gonna drive around, see if we can find something. So this might be a video on its own of just driving to find a spot, or if I think of something quick, I'll include that in this video as well. So oh, it's so bumpy. I want to do something out in front of this, but that mattress I'm not touching. Absolutely refuse to do that. I think it's gross. But over here look kind of cool. Nah, I don't think so. Make sure that is down. So yeah. Oh, actually I have a spot. It's real close. We're gonna see if anyone's there. I don't know if any of you guys have your pedal where it's like, it's extremely stiff. Like it's almost like an on and off switch. You could go by the church, but I just feel like that's somewhat bad luck, taking pictures in front of a church with this car making a ton of noise. That's another thing I've noticed about this car, is that it takes forever to warm up. Which I don't know if that's necessarily like a bad thing. I guess that means it's staying cold. I know it does have the heat exchanger, which I think that's just primarily for the blower. I could be wrong. I need to research more stuff about like what all these parts are on the car. I know a decent amount, but like, oh my god. Get Viking coilovers, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Oh my god. Aye. Funny enough, we almost bought a condo over here, or rented one. Would have been super close to my parents' house. Oh, this road is so brutal. I want to do a gas station shoot, but during the day it's not nearly as cool. I got to come back another night. Like that Casey's gas station right there is perfect that night. It's a big gas station, so it's not like I'm hogging anyone's, you know, whatever they call it, where you fill up. So I could get quite a few pictures. Oh, of course, someone's walking where I'm at. So I like taking pictures down here. We'll see if anyone's working. There's a couple people working. I think we'll just turn around, park in the middle of the street. People can get by. If they have an issue, I'll move. Yeah, this place is dope. Pull up back, but I don't want to go on their property. And I guess I could do like back over here. You know, maybe that's what I'll do. That's what we're gonna do. We'll do it back here, so that way I'm not in anyone's immediate way. Come on. God, I hate this clutch. It engages right at the top. I see a pothole, or all right. Good enough, eh? I think so. Should have plenty of room for people to walk by. We'll take the camera bag with it. Ugh. Need to do a paint correction on this car again. I had it dialed in and then I left it all over winter. I am recording, right? Yes, I am. Beautiful. Woo. So I had this car looking perfect, and then over the winter I had to tarp it, and that took a toll on the car. So once I get the front bumper and fenders repainted, do a paint correction on it. Yeah, the spot might be kind of cool. We'll see. So yeah, guys, I hope you're liking this point of view style stuff, because you're getting a whole bunch of these videos. So I'll probably do 1 or 2 walk around videos today, and then I should have enough for the winter, or at least pretty close. My whole idea is if I have at least 2 months worth of content on this car, that should get me through what I needed to. This car is so photogenic compared to the 05, just because this one sits nicer. Like the fitment on this is just the perfect like track stance. Only thing that I don't like doing is taking pictures during the day like this, because it's not as pretty looking. You know, it's not bad out, but sunset, non-harsh lighting is the best. Ugh, look at those hubs. Yikes, gotta clean those up. Spray paint them, hit them with some iron remover or something, because that looks gross. I never take enough back end shots of this. Now you guys can probably see my bag. I'll just Photoshop that out. It's easy enough fix. No shot someone's actually driving around here, right? Holy shit. Okay, no, they pulled in. Good. I was about to say, there's no way anyone's back here. Is that a house? Oh shit, I don't think I ever noticed that there was a house back here. Look at an ATV. ATVs are so fun. If I ever get a place that has land, bet your ass I'm getting one of those, or a quad, whatever you want to call it. These things are freaking sweet. Does he have a trail back there? Or is he gonna come over here? Tell me to get out of here. Oh, I turned it off. Guess he's just moving it. All right, so today's video, totally forgot to bring that up. We're gonna be talking about how to afford one of these cars. Now, again, I'm prefacing this video that this is all my opinion, meaning if you don't like it, that's totally fine. There's no right or wrong. But long story short, for those that have a really short attention span, if you don't have cash, don't buy it. So I know a lot of people, they're, you know, for me, like this is my dream car and I was willing to risk a lot to get it, but that's not the right mentality, guys. A lot of banks, they're not gonna lend on this. Like if you do like a Kelly Blue Book value on these, they're like 9 to 10 grand or something, and you can't even get a shell nowadays for that price. So a lot of people, I think it's called Lightstream, and it's pretty much, or if you have a good credit, long credit history, you can get a personal loan. Now, the reason I'm not a fan of that, it's just you're wagering, you know, a decent amount to own an old car. Like, it doesn't make a ton of sense, guys. Like, for me, I own a couple small businesses. I make very, honestly, little money, probably a lot less than you guys would imagine. But I saved for a while, you know, years. I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm, to many, what you guys would consider a very boring person. But because of that, it has allowed me to own my dream car. You know, people want Lambos, Ferraris, whatever. Like, this was my car. Like, this was the one. And every year a new Forza would come out and I'd buy the game praying that they'd have this car in it, because I didn't think I'd be able to own one for a long time. And then this deal kind of just popped up and I pulled the trigger on it. So my advice is save your money, guys. You know, don't risk your future, even if it's, you know, a couple years. Like, don't do it. Like, they're amazing cars. They're gonna be around. Yeah, you're gonna end up having to pay more of a premium down the road. So like, if you could find a really clean, like really good deal, clean one, you know, if your parents are willing to help out, or if you have some way of doing it where it doesn't jeopardize, you know, your financial stability, then do it. But don't, I don't know, I just see so many kids, not kids, but like, I guess people my age, because I'm 25, that they'll risk everything they got just to own one. And then when something breaks and it's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, they're SOL and they have no way of, you know, fixing it. And then they're just selling the car for less than what they paid. It's like, no, guys, you can't, don't do that. That's not good. So that'd be my advice. Just save up till you can buy one in cash and then get one. Or if you're mechanically inclined, buy a shell. It's not a bad idea. That way you can, you know, whether you want to build the motor, however you want to do it, you could build one to your liking, know it's going to be safe and sound, not abused and beaten to crap, and you'll have a badass car. Now, if you want a car, because I know there's a lot of, that's going to be a whole nother video. I'm going to do that one probably today, is 2-valve versus 4-valve owners. That's always a fun one. The Facebook groups, man, whole bunch of fucking mouth breathers. You know, I like 2 valves. I almost bought one. But, man, do they get their panties in a bunch when anyone talks about a 4-valve, and vice versa. I mean, a lot of 4-valve guys get all pissy about 2 valves and whatnot. It's just stupid. Everyone should just enjoy their own shit. Too many people nowadays just get all butthurt over the dumbest stuff. That's why I gotta be careful about the videos I make, because I try not to offend people, but at the same time, if you look the wrong way, you piss someone off. So I try not to let that bother me at all. That's why I really like my idea with the Sundays of just making videos whatever I want, uncut, raw. That way you guys get to really kind of hear the real me. That's very unfiltered, just straight up, like, my opinion. I don't really care if people get butthurt. So if you guys haven't, check those videos out. Another thing with these cars, if you're trying to become an owner of one, get a pre-purchase inspection, take it to a reputable shop, because a lot of these guys that do remote tunes, they're terrible. I'm not gonna drop names, but I've had friends that have had, quote unquote, the best remote tuners tune the cars before they bought them, and it's just an absolute joke. They're terrible. So do everything in your power to get them checked out. Do a compression test or a leak down test. That's the big one, because that's where these cars will really hurt you, is if you have to rebuild anything. These motors are so damn expensive. That's why a lot of guys, when the motors go, they'll do like a tech SID block. They'll do, what is it, I think like 99 to 01 Cobra cams. A lot of people still do the 9-thread heads, but it's so expensive. I cannot stress it enough how much it is to build one of these cars the right way. But I think that's also the reason people love them, is because in stock form they can just handle so much. I mean, I think the world record, if I'm not mistaken, is like 1,469 wheel horsepower on the stock bottom end. I forgot his name, but it's a beautiful, it was black, now it's green. And that thing is freaking ridiculous. Obviously, there's a whole lot more work that went into that than I even could remotely comprehend. But still, even nonetheless, these cars can live all day at the 700-800 wheel horsepower range on stock internals. Just gotta do a fuel system. Probably will wanna look into maybe doing like a Magnum trans. If this trans ever goes, I'm throwing a 4R in it. 4R70. I like driving manual now that I'm slowly getting the hang of it, but I think I want to go with like a sequential, that or a TH 400, and then I'll take it to the track and beat the crap out of it. Another thing to keep in mind about Cobra ownership is that you get a lot of attention. Some people like that, some people don't. If you go to a Cars and Coffee, even hell, if you go to a gas station, you're gonna have people coming up to you. They're gonna ask about it. I've never had anyone ask me for a ride, but I'm sure that does happen. They're just such iconic cars, and you know, this is really the OG Hellcat. So that's kind of my rough overview of like financially what you should do. I made this video kind of vague because I don't want to piss anyone off, but I guess the main takeaway is just don't jeopardize your financial future. If you can get a shell and build it, that's the cheapest route to go, and then piece the parts together as you go. Or if you're in a rush, send it, but be ready to kill your bank account. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video was somewhat helpful. Probably not, but I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things, at least my takeaway from it, because I think the way I did it was probably the best, was waiting, finding the best deal possible. Still haven't found anyone that's gotten a cheaper clean title one than me in the past couple of years. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, let me know in the comments any advice you guys have or any stories you have. And if you want to keep seeing content like this, feel free to subscribe. Usually my videos are a little bit more upbeat and whatnot, but with the whole ownership thing, I see so many people, you know, just doing crazy stuff to get one of them, and I just don't think it's worth all that. So all right, guys, I'm out. All right, guys, I am out of here. I will catch you on the next video. Later, guys.